Hey everybody in YouTube land, just wanted to give you guys a quick little project that you can make fairly simple. So here we got what they call smooth form foam balls, and you can get these at Hobby Lobby, and as you can see they run $3.99 for 12 of them. And then when you're at Hobby Lobby, pick some of these up. They're called Wiggle Eyes. They're back in the foam section. And you get 12 of these for $2.99. And you can pick whatever color you want. I just picked the blue because I kind of like that color. And then of course, my favorite, Loctite foam. The only foam that works. So to start this project, just take some black plastic. You can use an old garbage bag. And you're just going to lightly mist it with some water. And this is how we're going to make the eyeball stalks, if you will. And then just take some foam. I actually had a can that had a little bit left in it, and all I did was just cut the straw off a little bit so the foam would come out. Shake it up well. And then what you're going to do is just kind of make a thin line and just spread it out like that. I'll make a couple here so you can see. And these are just going to make the stalks on your eyeballs. So let's just make a wiggly one. So once you get that done, take your spray bottle with your water, and you're just going to lightly mist over the top. What this does, if you've watched my other videos, this just kind of helps the skin form on the foam so you can pick it up and kind of shape it and mold it. So we're going to give that about 5 minutes. Alexa, set a 5-minute timer.
5 minutes, starting now.
Alright, so it's been about 5 minutes. So
5 minutes, starting now.
Alexa, stop timer. Alright, so what you're going to do is just peel up your foam, and the water is what helps make it peel off easy. And as you can see, that's kind of a creepy eyeball stalk. So, since it's still kind of flexible and moldable, what I'm going to do is actually just take one of the foam eyes and just kind of press this foam in it. Hopefully you guys can see this. And what this will do is just kind of give you that eyeball stalk shape. Almost makes it look like you ripped the eye out of somebody's head. So what you can also do is take a little bit of foam and just add a little. Not much. And this will just kind of help the eyeball keep that shape and help your stalk attach to it. And it just kind of gives it a creepy effect. Hopefully you guys can see that. So at this point, that foam's going to be attaching to your foam eye. And what I would do is mist that with a little bit of water. And just kind of use your fingers. You can kind of press that foam in. And again, that's just going to help the stock attached to your eye. So I'm going to spray my plastic a little bit more and the foam. And I'm going to give that maybe about 5 to 7 minutes. Just kind of let it set. Alexa, set a 7-minute timer.
Second timer, 7 minutes, starting now.
Okay, so it's been about 7 minutes. Alexa, cancel timer. So you should be able to just kind of peel up your eyeball. And it still may be a little, as you can see, soft, but you can mold it with your fingers. So you kind of got that creepy, ripped out eye effect. So at this point, what you can do is just take a skinny screwdriver. Let me see if I got one. Or just even a piece of wire. And those wiggle eyes that you get from Hobby Lobby, they actually look pretty realistic. So when you push them into the foam eye, you want to make sure whatever you use to make your hole is smaller in diameter than this little piece sticking up here. So I've already kind of gauged that. So what I'm going to do is just take my screwdriver, poke a hole, and you don't have to go too far. And then you're just going to take your little piece, push it down in there, and there's your creepy eye. Pretty quick, pretty fast, and pretty realistic. I just kind of stumbled upon this by accident, just kind of playing around in the shop, and I really like how this comes out. I've made a lot of these for the haunted house that I'm working on this year, just for the body parts table. And as you can see, it's kind of creepy. So at this point, your foam's pretty moldable, and you can just play with it, shape it however you want. And then what I would do, just to kind of add to the effect, is just take some red paint. Just some red acrylic paint. I got this at Walmart, pretty cheap. And you can just put it on your black plastic. Just grab a brush, and you want this pretty watery. You don't want it, you want this to be very light. This will just kind of help you give that kind of bloodshot eye effect. All I'm doing is touching on the bottom, pulling up, and again, make it pretty watery. Hopefully you guys can see that. But it just kind of gives that bloodshot effect. And once that dries, it looks pretty awesome. Now for your stock, you can have your paint a little bit thicker, just to kind of give it that bloody effect of being ripped out. And I've literally made a dozen of these in less than a half hour. Pretty quick, pretty fast. You can put in as much detail as you want. Alexa, stop timer. You can make them as bloody as you want. But there you have it. A ripped out eye. So at the haunted house, I made a bunch of these, and a bunch of the actors were actually running around trying to eat them. So it's actually pretty creepy, but pretty fun. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Go make some eyeballs.